Greetings one and all, welcome back to the Easy and Delicious Kitchen today. So yeah, I'm going to be making some tandoori chicken, and I can't believe it's taken me so many videos to finally do this one, because it is one of the favourites here. I absolutely love this dish. So we're going to be making it from scratch, not using a bottle paste or something, and it's so easy to do. And the main thing to do is give it some time to marinate. And to make it really, really good, we actually do like a two-stage marination. But the first one, I'll show you now, is nothing too flash. So, but number one task, I've got chicken Marylands here too, by the way, which work really well for chicken tandoori on the bone. So you've got the thigh, the leg. They're just sort of, they stay juicier, and yeah, just seem to work good in the hot oven for the tandoori. And when you can use breasts, but they're a bit tricky. They tend to dry out, as we all know. So anyway, plenty of deep scores on my chicken Maryland here. And obviously that's going to help our marinades get right in there. So yeah, this first stage marinade, like I say, really simple. All we're going to do is just sprinkle a little bit of turmeric and a little bit of ground chilli, a little squeeze of lemon juice, just a little, and rub that in. Clean hands, obviously. This whole dish is a hands-on dish. It's just the best way to get the marinade in, really rubbing it in. There's no other really good way to do that. And we'll turn it over. Like I say, just a light sprinkle of both. And I've got 3 more of these to do, so I'll just set these aside for about half an hour to an hour, and that gives me time to work on my main the elements of my yogurt marinade. So I'll just put them aside for now. I'll do the rest of those, and then I'll get back to you when we start making the main marinade. Now for my spice mix, I am just going to give them a bit of a heat up in some 3 tablespoons of oil there. So I'll just show you what I've got. Now what I've got, the biggest pile here is paprika, sweet paprika, or just normal paprika, not smoked. Now the reason I'm using that is I haven't got any Kashmiri chili powder. Otherwise I'd be using 2 tablespoons of that. Kashmiri chili powder is red like that, but it's quite mild, not too spicy. So, but it's a little bit spicier than paprika. So to augment the paprika, I'm also going to add 1 teaspoon of just chili powder to this. But if I had the, if you see where I'm going with this, if I had the Kashmiri chili powder, 2 tablespoons, I wouldn't need the 1 teaspoon of chili powder. And I've also got 1 teaspoon of coriander powder, 1 teaspoon of cumin powder, and 1 tablespoon of garam masala. So I'm just going to fry those in my oil, just till, just to get them fragrant. And then once they've been frying for a minute or two, and all those smells start coming off them, I'll just let that cool down, because that's going to be going into our marinade, the oil, the spices and everything. But I don't want to put hot oil into my marinade, so this has to cool completely after it's cooked. Alright, I'll get back to you then. Anyway, let's get on with the rest of our tandoori mix now, phase 2 of the marinade. And the first thing I'm going to add is I've got a cup of yogurt And I'll just show you here. I've actually had it sitting in this gauze and sort of hanging over the sink, and that's just to remove a fair bit of the moisture out of it. So they call it hung yogurt, not surprisingly. Next to the mix, I've got a big knob of ginger that I've grated up, and I've got about 8 cloves of garlic that I've grated up. They're going in. I've got the juice of 1 lemon. Limes would be good, but you'd need a bit more than 1 lime depending on the size and the juiciness. So I'm guessing that's about 1/4 of a cup of citrus juice. Now I've got my cooled spices here. Been sitting in the cooling in that oil, and I'm just going to tip that concoction all over it. Now again, depending on your time, you don't have to do that. Just throw your spices in, a bit of oil in without cooking it. I just think it brings out a bit more flavour out of those spices and infuses it in that oil. That's all going to go into our mix there, but you know, if you haven't got time, it's no problem. Don't worry about it. And last thing to that, just going to add a heap of stock. Alrighty, so we'll just mix that up. And you know what, and you probably saw this coming, with tandoori, I really want to massage this in with my hands, mix that marinade up and just get it all in. I just really like that red colour in my tandoori chicken, so I'm just going to add a little splash of red food colouring to my mix, and now I'm going to thoroughly mix that up. And rub it all in and just get it totally covered. All those pieces, get them out from the bottom, mix them around, mix up all that mix. And I'll get on with that and I'll get back to you. Obviously I'm going to marinate this for overnight to cook tomorrow. Yeah, look, you could do it for less, and yeah, a lot of people argue about food being easy. Like, marinating's not a hard thing. For me, it's actually a joy. Tonight now, every time I go to my fridge, I'm going to see this cupboard sitting in the fridge, and all I'm going to be thinking is, oh my goodness, how good is that going to be tomorrow? But anyway, each to their own. But I guess the other thing you could argue is, why not just buy a jar of tandoori paste? And yeah, you can do that. Nothing wrong with it. It'll taste alright. If you do that, or can I just suggest that you mix it with some yogurt, some lemon juice or lime juice, some ginger garlic paste, and let it at least marinate for a while. And just the difference in that will make all the difference. But what I'm totally recommending is do it this way. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Alrighty guys, so here we are the next day. My chicken's been marinating there overnight. It's looking really good. There's a nice colour on it. So what I'm going to do now is just I'll just shake off the excess marinade, but there's not too much excess on those pieces. And I've got my rack here, and I'm just going to place these pieces on there, And I've got my oven preheated to 220 degrees Celsius. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 20 minutes on that side. After 20 minutes I'm going to pull them out, flip them over, and maybe give them another brush with this a bit more of the marinade, and then do them another 20 minutes. Alright guys, so yeah, it's been 20 minutes roasting, so yeah, I've just flipped these three over. I gave the other side a bit more brush with this marinade. I flipped them over. I haven't flipped this one yet, but I'll just show you, yeah, just a light brushing with that reserved marinade. And just so. It's looking good, smelling awesome. So we'll just flip that one over too, like so, and yeah, just give this side another brush, quick brush, like I say, not saturating it, just sort of freshening it up. And I'll finish doing that, and I'll get them back in the oven for the next 20 minutes. So guys, it's been 20 minutes later with these pieces of chicken flipped over on the other side. So yeah, I've just pulled them out. They're looking exceptionally good. I hope you agree. So just to finish them off, and this is only going to be for a couple of minutes, they're actually cooked, but I'm going to put the griller or broiler, as some call it, on the highest heat, and just whack these under for just a minute or two, just till they start charring up a bit more. So we're sort of replicating the tandoor oven. So I'll get on with doing that, and I'll get back to you. Man, they look good, and they smell good. Alrighty guys, so yeah, I've just got a piece of my tandoori chicken here, which I'm going to have for lunch. I've served it up very, very simply, just with some lemon wedges really, but you know, you can go all fancy, you can make some rice, or you can make some yogurt and mint raita and all that, but yeah, I just wanted the chicken basically. I will squeeze a little bit of just a little squeeze of lemon juice on it, and I'll try a bit. It's still quite hot. No, yummo. I think you agree it looks good. Well, take it from me guys, it tastes even better than it looks. It is absolutely delicious. Oh man. Oh boy. Alright, that's going to be the end of this video, because I want to sit down and tuck into this. So thanks for watching guys, really appreciate it. I really hope you give this one a try. It's an awesome end result here. Oh, yum. Better than finger licking good. Thanks to those who subscribed to the channel, I really appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, think about hitting that subscribe button for me. If you don't want to, no worries. And either way, I'll see you all next time.